An American Airlines flight with 179 people on board falters on the runway at Denver International Airport.
About halfway to takeoff speed, we hear a big bang and a pop.
Until one of the wheels flies off the plane and into a nearby field.
The pilot immediately started abort procedures for taking off. You could feel him start to hit the brakes.
Sean Williams was on the first leg of a family trip to Buenos Aires.
A few seconds later, someone's kind of looking out the window and yells fire. My biggest thing was I was just hoping that it stays on the runway.
Emergency slides were deployed, allowing passengers to get off the plane.
Sky-high mayhem, Delta chaos, American Airlines evacuation, and the passenger who stepped up. Something's shifting in the air. Flights used to be about peace of mind, but now it feels like every week someone's going viral for trying to open the cabin door, rush the cockpit, or cause a full-blown evacuation on the tarmac. Just this past weekend, passengers had to flee an American Airlines jet after smoke and fire broke out near the landing gear. Today, we're breaking down 3 serious incidents that happened within days of each other and why this isn't just a coincidence anymore. Let's start with the Delta flight from Omaha to Detroit.
The flight had to make an emergency landing after a passenger tried to open a door midair.
A 23-year-old man suddenly gets up and tries to open the emergency exit mid-flight. Total panic breaks out. Flight attendants and passengers rush in. There's a physical struggle. The pilot diverts the flight to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The man is arrested on the tarmac and now is facing federal charges for assault and interfering with the crew. Trying to open an aircraft door in flight may not actually work due to cabin pressure, but it's still terrifying for everyone on board, and it's becoming way too common. Just a few days later, another Delta flight, different city, same type of drama. A woman on board suddenly starts yelling, then makes a run for the cockpit door. The situation turns fast. Flight attendants try to stop her, but before it gets worse, someone steps in. Her name is Miss Nikki. Just a regular passenger, but with quick thinking and serious courage, she steps in, blocks the woman, and helps restrain her until the plane lands. No training, no backup, just instinct. She literally protected the flight deck.
So she came all the way from the back. She came all the way from the back up here to do all this.
I need to know if there is any medical personnel on board, any medical personnel at all on board that can assist us. Please come forward to the first class cabin.
I mean, if we could get her in a seat, that would be awesome, but I don't think she's awake right now. Maybe put them on her feet. What do you see? Does she have any medication? She has anxiety medication, but her friend does not know where it is.
Then this past weekend at Denver International Airport, an American airline flight preparing for takeoff suddenly has a landing gear issue. Passengers hear a loud boom. Smoke starts filling the cabin. Flames are spotted near the back of the aircraft. The plane aborts takeoff. Emergency slides are deployed. Over 170 passengers evacuate the plane right there on the runway. Some grab their bags. One person is hospitalized. Social media lights up with footage showing panicking passengers running from the plane as smoke pours out. Good Lord.
You okay? No, he's not.
The FAA and American Airlines are still investigating, but this wasn't just a delay. This was a close call. 3 different flights, 3 different threats. One tried to open the exit, one tried to storm the cockpit, and one plane had to evacuate right on the runway. But they're all connected by one thing. Air travel is under pressure from passengers, from mechanical failures, from systems that aren't built to handle this kind of chaos. According to the FAA, over 2,000 unruly passengers have already been reported this year. And that doesn't even count mechanical emergencies like the one in Denver. The FAA is cracking down after multiple reports of in-flight misconduct. Passengers seen evacuating with bags could face penalties. So what is going on? Some blame the stress of travel, delays, crowded planes, tighter seating. Others point to mental health, substance use, or just plain entitlement. And let's be honest, some people just aren't built to fly in a post-pandemic world of nonstop tension. Meanwhile, airlines are understaffed, crews are stretched thin, flights are fuller than ever. It's a recipe for conflict, and when something actually goes wrong, like a mechanical failure or passengers freak out, everything escalates. Here's the real story. Passengers are becoming the first responders, whether if it's Miss Nikki stepping in to stop a potential cockpit breach or travelers helping crew during a smoke-filled evacuation. It's everyday people who are stepping up. While it's inspiring, it's also raising the question, should it be up to the passengers to keep order in the sky? Some airlines are now enforcing lifetime flight bans for unruly travelers. There's talk of creating a national no-fly list for repeat offenders. Others are rethinking in-flight alcohol or pushing for more air marshals on board. But there's still more to be done. Better training, better communication, and maybe more importantly, better screening before passengers even board. So, what do you think? Are airlines doing enough to protect passengers and crew? Should passengers like Miss Nikki be relied on this heavily? And what's the real fix to keep the skies safe? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share your craziest flight story. And shout out to Miss Nikki, proof that one calm person can make all the difference.
I had this earpiece in my pocket. I put that bitch in my little seat pocket right there. I just said, please excuse me. I said, I'm gonna beat her ass right now. Like literally, this chick came all the way from the fucking back.
Trying to get to the cockpit.
Yes, she said she didn't want to be on the plane anymore. I said, bitch, you shouldn't have got on the plane today then. That's a terroristic acts to me.